Hey folks, so I want to make this video on replacing the bulb for the side marker. This is an '89 Honda CRX, and here's where it is, and I'm going to replace it with an LED bulb and then compare it. The big thing that I wanted to show you is that it's very easy to take this thing off if you know what you're doing. We've got two screws right in here that I already removed. You need a Phillips screwdriver. But the trick here is how to pop it out. And let me show you right in here. So right in here you've got a plastic tab that you actually need to pry out. And you know, sometimes people use a lot of brute force to do this, but what you actually need is just a good old-fashioned flat screwdriver. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do first. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is turn off the headlights. And I already removed these two screws. Like I said, you'll need a Phillips screwdriver to remove these two screws. Just to show you what they look like. So here they are, okay? And this thing pops out this way. So you actually, you know, this thing has been in here a little bit, and you tell there are cracks in the plastic. And sometimes it just pops out this way very easily, but that's not happening with this one. So what I'm going to do is pop this open. I'm going to situate the camera first, and then I'll show you what I mean. Alrighty, so I'm just going to show you the plastic tab that I'm talking about, and here it is. So that's the plastic tab. You can use a flat screwdriver to pry this out, and like I said, this housing has to go in this direction. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to situate the camera just a little bit here. Okay, so here I go. And I'm also going to grab the housing and encourage it to go forward. So you see there, I'm creating some space. I'm going to make sure I don't want to scratch anything. And there you go. So that part of the plastic is what's going to be part of this side marker housing. And little by little it's coming out. You know, I'm just careful not to scratch my paint here. And just going to give it another little leverage. Try to pry this thing out. Feels like it's going. There we go. So that's the piece right there that was in there. So let's replace the bulbs with the LED bulbs and see how they fit. So I purchased these Yorkim super bright LED bulbs and off of Amazon, and the link is in the description, and it's a 10-pack. So they came here as a 10-pack, just like so, and I'm gonna put one in. So here they are, and it looks like it'll absolutely fit inside the housing. Sometimes you have to be careful. Some of these LED bulbs are way too long and won't fit into these older housings. So there we go, nice and snug. And it's going to go right in here. And give it a twist, just like so, and I'm going to pop it back in and screw it back on. I'm I'm going to obviously change the other one, but I want to just compare the brightness on the two. And let's see, just put this in nice and tight. There we go. So I'm going to screw this on, and one thing I didn't mention is that in order to take this off properly, you definitely need to open the hood. So you already noticed that I had the hood open. You definitely need that in order to get in there. So I'm going to screw this back on, and I'm going to, before I change the other one, I'm going to compare the brightness. So here's a comparison of the two LED lights. I don't know if you can see it, but that side marker LED is nice and bright, a little bluish in the color. So it definitely contrasts against almost the amber look of these headlights. And here you see the side marker with the original bulb. I'm going to change this one out. Definitely very dim compared to the LED light. So I'm definitely going to change this one out and show you a picture of the completed job. So I've replaced the second, the right side marker, and just wanted to give you another view of this housing. You know, here is the tab that I was trying to pry out, and it does have two tabs, right? So I can't really reach this one, but this is the one I used a flat screwdriver to pry out the housing with. And you know, you might be thinking, well, why don't you change the turn signal housing? Well, I really want to test out these LED bulbs first before I replace the bulb for the turn signal. Also, I want to make sure I'm using the right type of bulb. So I want to check the actual bulb first. So that's it. Let me pop this in. So let's just see here. I'm going to make sure that these two tabs are in properly. Thankfully, I've got the light of the camera, and there we go. And just have to screw these screws in. Doesn't take very long. Then I'm going to check the lighting. There we go. I have read that sometimes some of these bulbs set off some sort of sensor, but I think that's happening with the 2000 and above Hondas. I didn't find anything online about it tripping any sensors or tripping the computer on an 89 Honda. I don't think we've got that sensor computer in this car. So here we go, screwed it back on. I'm going to put the camera further back here, just like that, and I'll turn the lights on so you get a sense of what it looks like. So there you have it, folks. So the LED bulb, as you can tell, it's got kind of a bluish white color, but I think it's only because of the contrast to kind of amber color. I will be changing up the main headlights, and I'm going to check in and make sure that I've got the correct bulb for the turn signal light. If all these bulbs that I've got work here as well, then I will be changing those out. So there you have it. I think it looks pretty good. Gives it an updated look. It looks nice and bright. So like I said, the link to the bulbs are in the description. And that's it, folks. Thanks.